is up, everybody? My name is Jess Weber, and this is Spiritual Warfare. Welcome to the show. Yes, it is Jess. I did shave the beard. The beard is gone. It's one of those times where you just got to finally just get rid of the beard, start over, okay? Because you're shaving, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, this is too much. And then you shave a little, uh-oh. And then before you know it, you don't have a beard left. Anyways, today is about what is trending in the news. A lot of stuff, very different topics that are coming up today. A lot of interesting things coming up, and also a lot of predictions that people are just a little worried about that nothing will happen once again, because that is the pattern that we keep seeing every single time in the news, and it's just got to stop, right, folks? It's just got to clearly stop. We need things to happen. Now listen, Prince Andrews, for instance, he's in the news now. He's been arrested. Everyone's like, okay, we finally got someone. This is it. This is the guy. This is number one. But the problem is, folks, this information's been out for years. Why wasn't he arrested back then? Do you honestly think anything's going to happen to him now just because it's in the news, just because he's been dethroned? Do you? What is this? I mean, you think the king is going to let him rot in jail the rest of his life? You really think that? You know what's going to happen? Things are just going to turn off. We're going to either go into war with Iran or something big else is happening, and he will get bailed out, and hush, then that story will go away. And then something bigger will happen in Epstein, and we'll just keep chasing, and sure enough, nothing will ever happen again. But anyways, is this a nice thing? I guess. Well, how will it pan out? We'll see. But we're not going to say, yes, we told you so. It's all working as part of the plan. I don't think so. Anyways, Epstein, it's clear as day to me. Epstein is everywhere, folks. This guy is clearly like, there's some horrible stuff out of all this. And I just, I don't understand how this guy, well, I mean, I do understand how he was protected, but it's just like, what? Did nobody have a conscience back then? That's what I'm wondering. Like, did the pilot, like, he's flying the plane, he knows he's raping girls in the back, or the cleaning lady cleaning after the murder. I mean, like, someone's got to clean the blood. Someone's got to bury the body. Someone's got to put him in a barrel full of acid, right? I mean, this is all the stuff in the Epstein files. Somebody's got to do that. Did they kill off loose ends? Is that what they did? Did they kill off the cleaning lady? Did they kill off the pilots? No, I don't think they killed off the pilot. But did they kill off everybody that could talk? You know what I mean? Will people start talking more and more? I don't know. I just like this whole thing is going to just, more stuff will come out and then hush down. You got to remember, there was a lot of stuff that came out. Remember Bill Gates, all that Bill Gates stuff, I don't know what he was doing with some vaccine with this STD or whatever. I mean, that all disappeared. I mean, I guess it's obviously, it's not illegal, I guess. I mean, but it's just disgusting, right? No one's really diving or investigating the pizza emails. They still think that's a hoax. That's pizza. Oh, you guys are just Pizzagate QAnon conspiracy theorists because he's talking about pizza and there. Maybe they want to enjoy one slice of pizza in a hot tub with 7 people. Okay, maybe they want to do that. Maybe it is just cheese pizza, right? Yeah. They're all going to take one bite because they're all just sickos and they're just going to have one little bite. Yeah, bite of a little child, maybe. Sex with a child, maybe. I mean, this is what's happening. I don't understand why they can't just come out and say it. Why can't they investigate it? Why can't they just blow the whole head open? Why? Why does it have to be more and more hidden, secretive? Why we can't tell anybody? You know what I mean? It's just so annoying. So annoying. But I tell you one thing, folks. We hopefully will get to the bottom of it all. And eventually, hopefully, all the secrets will come true, right? But you got to remember, guys, you're on the conspiracy side. So we've been batting, 100 these past 10 years? Everything has been coming true. And it's just like nonstop, like winning. I'm just hoping here that our feed clears up because it's very blurry. Chuck, can we get how can we fix that internet here? But back to it. I mean, like, come on. Anyways, a lot of Whoopi Goldberg was in it. She had to. The View was talking about how, you know, whoever's on that list is guilty, and then all of a sudden Whoopi Goldberg is on the list, and then she had to bring up the email, show everybody in the audience that, oh, they just wanted to borrow my G2 plane or whatever, so it's not a big deal, folks. Remember, anybody could be in it, and they backtrack how everything, you know, it's just. Oh, The View. They're the worst. The worst. But we'll see. Here is, let's see, Andrew Tate. Let's see what his opinion is on this whole corruption of the Epstein and Prince Andrew.
So Prince Andrew just got arrested. That's interesting. For his ties to Epstein. Because Prince Andrew and Epstein were best buddies. And we've had evidence of this for years. Everyone's known it for years. But of course, nothing was done. They just ignored the evidence for a very long time. But now they've taken action. They're going to arrest him, and they're going to question him and release him on bail. Interesting. You know, when these same people who are on the Epstein list declared me a national security threat in 2022 and decided to try and destroy my influence by accusing me of sex trafficking, they didn't have the evidence that they have on Prince Andrew. They had no evidence against me. And not only was I arrested, I was put in jail for 4 months. All of my assets were seized. Every bank account, all of my cars, all of my watches, my gold, my crypto, everything was taken. I was slandered in the media endlessly and locked in my house for 4 years without trial before they eventually threw out the entire case because there was never any evidence in the first place. So I wonder, considering that Prince Andrew has far more evidence against him than has ever existed against me, will he be in jail for 4 months? Will he be locked in his house for 4 years? Will he lose access to all of his money and cars and wealth? No. You know what's going to happen? Guys, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. He's going to be arrested. He's going to be bailed. The news cycle's going to move on, and nothing's going to fucking happen.
I literally just said all this. Oh, man, what the heck happened there? I literally just said all that, and he literally just repeated everything I just said. But that's Andrew's take. That's the same take I got. That's weird. All right, moving on from Epstein, because Epstein obviously is just going to be an endless cycle, and I'm sure more and more stuff will pop up out of that throughout the next few weeks, unless we go to war. We'll see, because it seems like we might be on the verge of war, and it might happen. All right, let's see. This is okay. The whole thing about Michael Jordan. I don't know if you guys saw this thing that happened in the news where Michael Jordan's grabbing some little kid's butt.
Let's peek at Michael Jordan today at Daytona 500. I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist for thinking they like kids. What's that? Would you let someone touch your kid like that just because they're famous?
Okay, enough. I think I don't know if we're overboard. You know, I thought it was, I don't know. I mean, is that bad? I don't know. I mean, well, we don't know the relationship. Maybe he died. It does look bad. It really does. I mean, you're poking the kid's butt. You're squeezing the kid's butt. I mean, that's clear as day. You can see that. And then rubbing his leg. I mean, I know he's really excited. Maybe he's like, oh, look, we won. Let me just touch your butt. Yeah, I'll rub your leg. Okay. All right, buddy. We're winners, huh? Turn around, buddy. Turn around. I'm trying to grab your butt. What are you doing? Turn around, kid. Listen, you could look at it either way. You could look at it as a father and son, which clearly they're not. But if they were father and son, would this be normal? Would a father be, squeeze their kid's butt? Would you do that? Say, hey, come on. We won. Would you do that? It looks bad, doesn't it? It really okay. All right, let's just say maybe they're really nope, this does not look good at all. Either way you look at it, it does not look good. But the father of that child defended Michael Jordan. They're not even addressing the situation. They're not even talking. They asked like, so is Michael Jordan close? He's like, yeah. We don't even want to talk about it. It's just irrelevant, right? I mean, he's pinching. He could be pinching his clothes. He looks like he's pinching his clothes, maybe, right? I mean, there's many ways you could look at this. Is he guilty? I don't know. I mean, it just looks really, really bad. Looks bad. Would you do that to your child? Say if it was your child, would you do that? Would you? You know, more and more you look at it, he looks like he's just grabbing the shirt. I don't know. He's wearing Michael Jordan shorts. I mean, they must be really close, right? The kid's wearing Michael Jordan shorts. I'm sure that's a Michael Jordan shirt. You know, I don't know. I'm going to have to say it looks bad. It just looks pretty bad. All right, so moving on. Michael Jordan, you never thought he would come in the news again, and then sure enough, he did. That was over the NASCAR. They won Daytona 500, I believe. That's what that was. All right, moving on. Here's a conspiracy about the Nancy Guthrie. That whole thing is crazy. Some 84-year-old lady disappears, right? I mean, we can go down many rabbit holes with this. I mean, we talked about the other time, is it possible that this is part of an Illuminati sacrifice? It's very possible. Is this a kidnapping gone wrong? Because we're going on 3.5 weeks here, okay? We're 3 weeks to Friday. What is happening? Why is TMZ involved again? You know, TMZ is getting the ransom notes. They know information, then they pass it off to the FBI. Why are they involved, TMZ? They were just, remember how they were involved with Charlie Kirk? They were the first ones to put out the footage. And then while they were alive, they literally were cheering after they found out that Charlie Kirk is dead. Remember that? I remember that. But why is TMZ involved with these viral moments or these big cases that are happening in the news? It was never TMZ. Never. It'd be Channel 4 News, NBC, whatever, ABC. Never TMZ. I do apologize for this feed. I don't understand why it's so blurry tonight. It's so crystal clear over here. Maybe I should not shoot live anymore. Maybe we should just shoot strictly on video check. Maybe we're going to have to do that for now on. I don't know what we've just paid an enormous amount of money for the stream platform. And sure enough, it's blurry as can be. But back to the Nancy Guthrie case. You know, it's fascinating that they can't get any DNA. The DNA that they had found in a glove 2 miles away doesn't match the DNA that they have in the house. They can't figure out who this guy is. They can't figure out where the gloves are coming from or the bag that he was wearing. A lot of funky stuff. It's very bizarre. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's just, I'll tell you one thing. It does not look good. It does not look good at all for her. I mean, she's 84. She needs her medication to survive. I mean, how long can you go without this medication? Unless it's just pain medication. Maybe it's just pain. Who knows? Maybe she'll come back and she'll be clean. She's not on pain meds anymore. Who knows? It looks really bad. All right, let's go to this video here and let's see what this lady has to say. Here we go.
This story, and I went down a rabbit hole, and I feel like nobody is talking about this, so I'm just going to share what I know. Nancy Guthrie, who's 84, is missing out of Tucson, Arizona, right? She is the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie. Why would somebody want to steal her 84-year-old mom? Like, what did sweet old Savannah Guthrie do? Who is she married to? She's married to a guy named Michael Feldman. He was a Democratic political aide on the Clinton-Gore campaign and in the White House in the 1990s, all the way up until the early 2000s. He was Deputy Director of Legislative Affairs. He was a senior advisor and traveling chief of staff during the time that Bill Clinton was hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. He's still active in politics and public relations. And guess who's supposed to be in front of Congress this month about their relationship with Jeffrey Epstein? The Clintons. So a guy like Michael Feldman, he's been in politics a long time. He's been in public relations. You can't shake a guy like that. It's his job to be tough, to stand on his beliefs, to push the agenda that's been decided on. The only way to get to a guy like that is through the small opening in his heart where his wife lies. And how do you hurt his wife the most? You kidnap the person who gave her life. Did you notice in Savannah Guthrie's video to the public, to the kidnappers, that she said, "We heard you, we're listening, we understand, and they're willing to pay"? So I don't know, maybe I'm just being a conspiracy theorist, but I think it seems really weird and coincidental that right before the Clintons go on trial, where somebody might be called to be a witness, where somebody might tell what they did during the time that they were flying on Jeffrey Epstein's plane dozens of times while Jeffrey Epstein was visiting the White House, because he went there a lot. Savannah Guthrie's husband probably knows a lot about that time, what was really going on. This is extra curious because the FBI has raided Savannah's sister's house more than once. Why would they go there? They are looking inside with technology to find electronics. They're looking for a server. Since we know the Clintons like to do stuff like that, hide servers in places people wouldn't expect, like siblings and mothers' houses, maybe. I think Savannah Guthrie knows. I think Michael Feldman knows exactly what the message is here. Sadly, I don't think with the history of Arkancides that Nancy Guthrie is still here. I pray that she is. I pray that she gets returned to her family in one piece and that she's not too traumatized. But the reality of the situation is she was a message. Or at least that's my theory. That's just what I think. So tell me what you think in the comments.
There you go. It's a great theory. I think we're anything is possible at this point. It's just not good. Not good for her. 84 years old. It's been 3 weeks. They are just lost. It looks like they're completely lost on this one. It almost pays, guys, and listen, it almost pays. Maybe you should pay for that subscription on your home security system. You know, a lot of people have cameras around their house, and sure enough, you're only showing a little bit here and here, just the free version. But maybe if you pay for the full version, you would get the full video. But then again, everyone's worried about their privacy. You know, it's what are you're trading it up for? I mean, you probably should do it for an 84-year-old that lives by themselves. Probably should have full security cameras rolling all the time in case she falls or you need to find out, just to have it. Something to think about. I think a lot of people are going to think about that. Maybe I should pay for the subscription, because those 10-second little clips might not pay off, and Google might not be able to find the rest of it. You never know. All right, it's something to think about. Doesn't mean you have to do it, right? All right. Obama came out. There was another viral moment with Obama. Talking about how aliens could be real on a podcast. I mean, out of nowhere, he just shows up out of a podcast, a no-name podcast, and just says, yeah, aliens are real. And sure enough, Trump responds to it.
This is got a lot of attention this week. Barack Obama said that aliens are real. Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
So aliens are real?
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. He made a big mistake. He took it out of classified information. No, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do. A lot of people believe it.
But we'll see. After he said that, he says, like, I'm going to have to declassify it. So I don't know. Maybe Trump's on to something. Maybe he's going to declassify it. And we'll hear about all the news. Who knows? Just a quick tidbit, just so you guys know, if you haven't done so, go to lifedna.com and get your methylation test. Here's a quick video on that. You can use a promo code WeberLife, and you can save 10% off, which is like 60-something.
This methylation test can reveal if you have the warrior gene. Mm-hmm. That other test can't. Mm-hmm. People are using methylation tests to learn about their energy, potential deficiencies, but some tests cost over $500, mm-hmm. and they miss out on 8 or 12 critical genes you need to know about in your own DNA in order to fully optimize your mind, body, energy, and well-being. A lot of people may have the warrior gene, mm-hmm. and other methylation tests don't even cover it. Mm-hmm. The one from LifeDNA covers all 13 critical genes, including the warrior gene, to help you make smarter decisions about your supplementation, nutrition, and performance.
Life-changing.
Guys, wow.
The report said that my MTHFR gene has a huge role in my energy levels.
My COMT gene was causing me to stress over everything. They gave personalized stress management strategies, which I found super helpful. Honestly, I wish I found out about this sooner.
There you go. You can get the test at lifedna.com. Use the promo code WeberLife, and you can save some money there if you really want to get the test done. Also, if you haven't done so, go to webersway.com/shop. Check out our store. We're pumping, baby. We're pumping shirts. We're pumping them out to the world. All right. I'm telling you, I'm going to name it right here. 2026, Spiritual Warfare will be the #1 clothing brand in the world, and we are already on track of doing so. So get your shirts today at webersway.com/shop. Use the promo code GodWins. We have free shipping. GodWins saves you 10%. And please don't send me emails saying, hey, I saw your stuff at Amazon. I saw your stuff on TikTok. I saw your stuff on Walmart. We know that's us. It's just some of our other stores. All right. So there you go. Go to webersway.com/shop. Use the promo code GodWins. Get our latest and greatest shirts today. All right. All right. Anything else? Is that? Yeah. All right. All right. Also, if you haven't done so, go to equipfoods.com and get the protein. This is the best protein ever, all beef protein. Get that today. Use the promo code Prime Power to save another few bucks. So this is what is funding this website, funding the podcast is the website, webersway.com/shop. Life DNA, that helps us a little bit, and also Prime Power also powers us here. So all the links are in the description, so please check them out as soon as you want to, as soon as you think you're ready for it, right? All right. And you should be ready right now, right? All right. Losers at the in DC today are doing a demonstration, a performance about this. Remember that lady, the good lady? What's her name? Good. Whatever. What's her name? Rena Good or Rihanna Good or something good. Anyways, the girl that got shot in Minnesota, well, they're doing the whole demonstration at the John F. Kennedy Memorial Center outside of it. Like they're going to try to get in or something. What are they doing? Here we go. Renee Good. All right, so a lot of problems there watching this. Okay, their performance. They obviously the car ran into the ICE agent. They did not show that. They did not show the other lesbian lady tell her to get out, move, drive away. So a lot of errors in this performance. So I don't know what they're trying to pull, but here's some audio on this one. Here we go. Here we got the original.
That pretty little sparrow were looking back at me. She could
You got to be a big loser or dancer to be doing this. You know what I mean?
Daughter, remember Granny Liza. She could fly, she could fly. Mama, mama. Tried to keep it down.
Oh, I gotta say, that's a pretty good performance, huh? I would have to say, pretty good, huh? They even have Alex Pretty in there, huh? They shot him up, showing how he was defying ICE and finding out, F around, fuck around, find out. That's what happened to him and her. I'm sorry, listen, folks, I might be a little harsh, but you know what? You're messing with law enforcement. You're messing with people with weapons that will destroy you, and they will kill you if you get in the way. Like there's like a no tolerance thing. Okay, you get pulled over, put your hand on the wheel, listen, comply, whatever, and they'll be all over, unless they want to kill you. Who knows, right? What they want to do, right? All right, moving on. Here we go. Here's a crazy liberal. We always love crazy liberals, but the funny thing is, this one's on ICE supports. I don't know if ICE supports affiliated with ICE. Maybe
Seeing innocent people being killed by ICE. What the fuck are you guys doing? I hope you see this video, because I'm going to tell America right here, right now, this ends when we stand up and we start shooting back. Get your guns, get your militia, get your people. And when ICE comes to town, don't give them a chance. Yeah. Get a sniper and shoot. Blow their fucking faces off. Watch them fucking drown in their own goddamn blood. Because America will be great again when we realize that we're the ones who make the rules, people. If you don't like the motherfuckers that are in there, then take them the fuck out. Because if you don't, they're going to take us the fuck out. Stand up for your goddamn rights. Stop being pussies. Stop yelling, asking them what's wrong with them. What's wrong with them is they've been given power that does not fucking belong to them. Because we act like we're scared little bitches. Flip the goddamn tables. Let them know who's fucking boss and take the motherfuckers out. It's as serious and as simple as that. Pick up your guns, end the tyranny, and blow their fucking asses away. Game over. And I'm seeing.
Is that considered free speech? I wonder. I'm pretty sure she got picked up. All right. Well, Europe is going crazy over the Epstein stuff, but guess what? They voted not to investigate. Is it this one? Not to, let's see. It says millions think Europe cannot legalize chaos called compassion. The elites lectured us in our streets, knives and bombs, deport illegal migrants and secure the borders and their own citizens first. It was something else, but let's play it. Here we go.
In Spain, they just legalized the residence of 500,000 illegal aliens. In France, they throw grenades into hair salons in a broad daylight. In Germany, not a single day goes by without someone being murdered with a knife. In Sweden, for example, you have bomb attack every other day. I can continue, but you just don't care. Those are not real problems for the European left-wing politicians. No, you are going to solve the situation in Minnesota. You are seriously discussing here the rule of law in United States and criticizing American government for deporting illegal aliens, for deporting criminals out of their territory in the same time when Western European cities are gradually turning into a war zones. We should do exactly the same. We should deport them from Europe and not legalize their stay. We should listen to them and not what you are proposing to all of us. Everybody can see now you are enemies of Europe. You hate Europe. You hate our nations and you want to destroy the future for our children. We should stop you. We should defeat you politically if we want to survive. Otherwise, it will be the end of Europe.
And America as well, if we continue this mess. It's almost like the illegals. It's like a disease in America. You know what I mean? Like cancer. It's like it's just getting everywhere, and we got to get rid of it. You know what I mean? It's bad. It's not good. Not good at all. You want to hear something crazy? You remember the moon landing? Obviously, you remember it. Well, this guy, he talks about how his father was on his deathbed, right? Talking about how in 1968 that they brought in all this sand and rocks to fake the moon landing. Here it is from the son's mouth, because he's got cancer and he's on his deathbed. So
this is my deathbed confession, because now I'm dying of cancer. So I'm going to go ahead and make this video for Bart Seibel. In 1968, my father was stationed at Cannon Air Force Base in New Mexico. He was in the military police for over 20 years. And on his deathbed in 2002, we made a recording of what happened. Okay, anyway, this is the story that my dad told me on his deathbed. Project Slam Dunk was the name of this. President Johnson in 1968, okay? In Cannon Air Force Base in 1968, he said by the time he got there, that there was already 2 large hangars that were connected. There was hundreds of dump trucks that came in and dumped sand and stone, and cement powder was powdered over the top of all that to make it look like a lunar landscape. They had men that fashioned it into a lunar landscape, he said. Okay, I've never known my dad to lie, so this all took me by surprise. You know, what's that all about? So anyway, he said that in front of the airplane hangars was pole framing with large canvas tents that was concealing the inside of the staging area. Inside the staging area, on flatbed trucks, was uncrated the lunar lander that was reassembled back inside the hangars. All of the walls were painted flat black, and the ceilings as well. He was sworn to secrecy by the NSA, and they would put him in prison for breaking that oath. When Dad saw the moon landing on TV, he cried. He said he knew that what he had witnessed on TV was exactly what they recorded in that hangar. Dad told me all these things father to son. He also told me not to ever tell anyone what he had said, but he said on his deathbed that he had to tell somebody before he died because it was just too important not to tell. So this is my deathbed confession.
That is absolutely wild. Huh? I think that kind of confirms that moon landing is fake. Yeah, I would think so. Or both is true. They shot it and they went there and they, showed the footage, and because they wanted clear or fuzzy, crappy footage to show the American people and Russia that they did it. And then sure enough, maybe they did go there. Who knows? I don't know. It's all a lie. Everything's a lie. Also, what's trending, Tucker Carlson was detained in Israel, I believe it was. And everyone's saying that he's busted. He's not detained. He's hanging out with security. It's probably he was detained. I guarantee this is the story with Tucker. He was detained. They were big fans with him. They detained him. And then after he was detained, he signed paperwork. And then obviously they started taking pictures with him. So I think that's probably most likely what happened. But anyways, everyone's saying, oh, busted. Tucker's not really detained. He's just whatever. This post was a little disturbing here. War started. American fighters, 2 jets destroyed. Someone from Iran said that. How about that, huh? That's not good. Anyways, more pictures of Epstein and women, and that just continues on and on and on. All right. That is what's... Oh, no. That's not good. All right. You just can't trust... This is what I don't like about TikTok. There's just... Get out. Oh, man, can we get rid of it? Holy cow. Or not TikTok. Freaking X. Jeez. I mean, we're going to get kicked right off the stream here. Anyways, guys, we're going to wrap up the show today because the footage is too blurry for me to keep going. And it's just, it's just not watchable. And it just sucks. But if you're listening, guys, support us at webersway.com, on Spotify, on webersway.com/shop. Support us at equipfoods.com. Use the promo code Prime Power, and also lifedna.com. Use the promo code WeberLife. And other than that, all the links are in the description. And make sure you check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Leave comments, reviews. Subscribe to us on Rumble. Follow us on Weber's Way Films. Follow us on X at Spiritual Warfare USA. And other than that, I'm going to have to say goodnight and make sure you remember Jesus is coming. Remember that.